Hey guys, it's Spy and how's it going? So today I'm going to give you guys a little tour of my room so far in our new house that we actually just finished constructing. The room that is anyway, not the house. But anyway, here it is so far. Again, there does need to be some couple little details added because we're kind of missing the baseboards and also missing the faceplates for the plugs. But those are coming. But for now, I'm starting to get my stuff moved in and we could do that at a later date. Anyway, starting off over here, when you come into the room, if it'll focus, there we go, fucking iPhone 14. Here we have my setup so far, as you can see. This is where I do my gaming, my video editing, my photo editing, and everything in between. All happens on that computer right there. It's my custom built PC. Built it about 3 years ago now, I'd say, back in like January 2020. It's a little over 3 years ago. It's got a RTX 3060. Ryzen 5 5600 and 16 gigs of RAM and about, I'd say 3.5-ish terabytes of storage. So we got a ton of storage, even though I'm already almost, fuck, you can't even talk. All of it's almost filled. So that's fun. Anyways, yeah, so here it is so far. We got my little drawing tablet here that I actually use for retexturing avatars and stuff on VRChat. Like dongles for my vibe trackers and shit. There's another one back there. And we have these two for the index controllers as well. Got my monitor here, which I actually bought back in October, I think, through Walmart. Not really happy with it, to be honest, because at the time I thought it would be bigger because the box was pretty big. It looks like almost like an ultra wide box. When I opened the box, it was pretty much just empty on either side, and there was this fucking thing in the middle. But you know, I mean, it works. Eventually, though, I did want to upgrade to like a 1440p monitor or something a little bit higher, that has a little bit higher of a resolution, because this one's only 1080p, and I'm starting to find that really, you know, small for what I need. Because when I'm using this computer, I usually have multiple programs running it simultaneously, side by side. And usually when I'm doing like avatar retextures and stuff, I need the extra space, because with the smaller resolution, it just kind of, you know, it doesn't give me a really big workspace to work with, especially when like I was saying, I have multiple windows side by side running simultaneously. So anyways, not really anything too special other than that with the setup, to be honest. It's just pretty basic. Got my G502 SE as my mouse and the G213 Prodigy, both from Logitech. And then we got some boxes up here for my computer components when I built it. I did say I built it 3 years ago, but I've done some upgrades to it. As you can see, there's my old CPU there, which was a Ryzen 5 1500 first gen Ryzen. And then I also did have an RX 570 in there that I actually gave to my grandma and her computer because her GPU was kind of failing, like the internal one. So I just gave her that for now until I may need it next, and I'll just probably buy her like a 730 or something like that, or I don't know, GT 710, or so yeah, GT 1030, I should say. Anyways, we're getting distracted here. There is my tail that I got at FE when I went. I don't have a full fursuit yet, but I do want to get one in the future when I can afford it, because they are very expensive. I actually did find a maker though that actually will make them for about 800 bucks USD plus shipping. So I might actually go for them. I like their style. We have another picture here that I also got at FE, as well as my FE con badge, as you can see when I went. So that is Zakara, my persona. Then here we have my con badge from when I went to FE back in March with one of my buddies. Then here we have my VRChat sweater, which I actually got commissioned by a company in China called Artscow. Pretty much it's exactly the same as my VRChat sweater. Well, not exactly, but pretty close for what you can get in real life anyways, if that makes sense. So here we have, it says Spotty Guy on the side, just like in VRChat. Unfortunately though, I wish there was a way to get this to light up and like scroll like it does in VRChat, but again, it's real life, not a video game. So we have the TikTok logo there. And then we have the socials at the back, as well as the Kara. It's gonna be great for when I get my first suit. I don't know if I pointed out that base station yet, but there's one over there that my camera isn't focusing on. Come on. Come on, focus, please. Oh my God. I hate this phone sometimes. Well, anyway, there's one there. There's one. Go right up to it here. There's one right there. And then I've had this red cabinet thing since I was a little kid. Haven't had a use for it though for a long time, and it's actually just been sitting in storage. But I figured I'd just use it for my trackers and stuff like that for my VR setup. So anyway, here we have obviously the USB hub thing that all the cables for the trackers and index controllers and stuff are plugged into to charge them, as well as the headset obviously. So then down here, actually no, here we have the two index controllers that I used with my Quest 2, which is down here. And you might, if you know anything about VR, you might say you can't really use those with the Quest 2. Well, I use AirLink or sometimes link cable. But at the moment I'm using AirLink because my link cable is actually broken for some reason, so it just doesn't work anymore. But anyway, that's besides the point. Through a PC, if you have the dongles and stuff like I showed you earlier, which are on the desk over there, if it would focus, that'd be wonderful. Right there, these two. You can actually use the index controllers with the Quest. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, there we also got the Vive 2.0 trackers as well. I actually got a really good deal on these, the index controllers and the base stations. I got all of these locally on Facebook Marketplace for a grand total of $800, which I thought was a very good deal at the time. And I think it still kind of is. It's Canadian dollars, by the way, not American. Then also down here, I have a Quest controller because, I mean, I just keep them there in case I ever want to take the Quest anywhere. Speaking of which, there's the other one over there. But yeah, I just keep them there because in case I want to take the Quest anywhere, or when you use the index controllers and the trackers with the Quest, you have to calibrate it. So I'll show you guys what to do pretty much. Every time you want to get on VR, you grab one of these and you grab the one of the controllers, which is basically like the same hand that the other controller is meant for. Pretty much, I'll show you guys what I mean. So you grab it like this, and you also grab this one. I can actually grab it like that. There we go. So you grab them like that, and then you gotta like do a little like figure 8 thing like that until it calibrates. And then after that, you're good to go. Which is very annoying to do, but I mean, it's worth it if you want to use if you want to have hand tracking like this, or if you want to use your, you know, trackers and shit. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the video. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.